This is the machine panel. This is the water pump button. This is the heater button. This is the button for the sealer and cutter. This is the sealer. This is the cutter. This is for the filling. This button is for the filling. If sealing is off, filling will not work. Okay. This is a spare switch. This is on, off, auto inching switch. Okay. If you keep this on the left hand side, then the machine will run on auto mode, and if you keep it on right hand side, the time that you press this will work, otherwise it will not work. Okay. This is the cutoff switch which supplies the air through this tube to cut the material from here. This is the non-return valve. This is the flow control valve. From here you can set the pressure of the air that cuts the material from here. This is the cam position. At this position the air should be supplied and be finished. Okay. Now if the material is little bit thick or thin, you have to manually set this. To manually set this, you have to open this hex bolts, and there are two grub screws. You can see one here and one below. You have to open both the grub screws. Now when you lose this, you can set this up and down. You see, when this point presses the switch, the air gushes out to cut the material from the nozzle. Okay. So now we are setting it here. Okay. And the filling has been completed and the pressing of air is also completed. So once this is done, we will again tighten the nut and the grub screw. This is the volume track. Okay, there is an approximation scale here from 0 to 100. Okay, when the point here moves towards 100, the volume of the material will increase, and when you take it to the reverse side to 0, the weight will decrease. Okay, and once you set the weight right, you have to tighten this lock nut so that it doesn't move from its position. This is the syringe. Okay. Now in this syringe, this is the piston. Okay, and in this piston you can see this is the inner sleeve and this is the chuck nut. This sleeve should not be loose. If this is loose, material will come out from here. If you observe material coming out from here, you have to take a 32 number spanner. 32 number spanner. You fix it here. Okay. You fix it here. Okay, and you tighten this first. Okay, and once you tighten this, you have to tighten the lock nut also. You cannot keep the lock nut loose. Okay, and always if you have to change this syringe, you have to note that this piston is completely touching the end of the volume track. It should not be ahead. If it is ahead, it is an improper fitting. Okay. This is the material hopper. Okay, it has been fixed from here. You can fix it from here. Okay. Now if you have to remove this block for cleaning, first you have to disconnect this pin. You can disconnect the cylinder from this, and then you can open this. You open the 4 bore nuts, open this, and this entire section will come out. Then you can change the syringe.